Good morning, or good afternoon, wherever you may be, or good evening, or good night. This is Jen at JensArtyInclinations, a place to create, share, and play. Hello, everyone. Ephemera is hosted by Luise Heinzl and also by Barbara over at 49 Dragonflies. And today's prompt is envelope flip and secret love letter. I've pulled together some elements ahead of time here. So I have this little mini booklet and I've sewn it onto this little cover. So that'll be a little booklet. And then I've sewn it onto this cover with corrugated cardboard. So these are just different layers of materials and papers that I've put together, sewn them, and now I'll glue them to the corrugated cardboard. I sewed it all through to put it onto the first page of the booklet. And here we are. Now I'll just glue that cover bit. So it's sewn on one edge through to one front page of the little booklet. And now I'm just gluing that little flap down because that seemed to be easier than sewing all the way through the corrugated card as well. That's the only reason I did it that way. And then I'm putting the booklet into an envelope, and then I'm adding that envelope to another envelope, and it'll all flip out both ways. So I'm just working out exactly how I put it in, turning it around and working out that that is how it will sit. And then that envelope flap will be underneath the other envelope. All right, so firstly, I'll sew my little booklet into the envelope. I'm just using a 3-hole pamphlet stitch, so it goes in that way with the cover facing out. I'm just putting 3 holes into the spine there, and then I'll sew them all through. So yeah, the thread is 3 times the length, clipping it all together so it doesn't move about too much, out through the middle, and it kind of goes in a figure 8, so it goes out through the middle, in through the top, all the way down out through the bottom, like so, and then back in the middle. And then you can tie it off, and you tie it around that long thread that you took through. So those threads go up on either side of that central thread. So I'm just using a reef knot, right over left and under, left over right and under, and then I'm making sure that, there's nice tension. So this should be a nice, quick and easy video because I did try and prep a bit ahead of time for you. So these envelopes, I've done moulding paste on them. I've done serviettes on them, all sorts of things, played about. And I did Louise's thing around where she sprayed over the moulding paste before it dried. So I did that on these, just had a real play. But because it was so aimless, I did all that off camera so that I didn't bore and frustrate you with all my false starts. So now all I've done is I've put that envelope flap underneath some tape, and now it's underneath the bigger envelope. So then we've got the little booklet that you can use all your pages in, and that part of the envelope is where I'll put a little secret letter, and then I'll stick the big envelope down to the page. So just gluing underneath that flap again and gluing it onto the edge. All right, the Wiggles just reared their head in the background, so I had to quickly change places for where I was doing my voiceover. So I'll sound a little bit different. But there you are, just sticking that flap down nicely onto that page. And now I'm playing about with just a quick note to put inside it, so a quick bit of journaling spot. Now, by the way, that stamp that I'm using is just letters, and it's the letters of love. So that's my secret way of doing love letters, because they're the actual letters of love. Oh dear, ephemera, it brings it out in me. So I thought I'd add a few to also this little letter. Now this is just a faux old letter, but it's all about spring, and I thought that was like a nice little secret love letter that tucked in the back of the envelope. And, people would think, oh yes, it's just a notebook, and not necessarily see it. So there you are. Flipping out for the big one with just that big easy note that I did up, inking around the edges, chucking a stamp on it, voila. Nice ruled piece of paper that. Then it flips back in and the envelope flips the other way. And the cover also has capital and lowercase LOVE in all different orders on the cover. So that's another secret love symbol. And then there's the little secret letter in the back behind the little notebook. So there you are. That's today. And I'll see you tomorrow for the last day of Defemmerembra this year. Take care, everyone. I'd love it if you could leave me a comment below. Hit the like button if you enjoyed what you saw today. And of course, please subscribe if you haven't already. I will see you next time. And in the meantime, keep creating. Enjoy.